All right. Painting number 1.
Anything else? There's been an awakening. Have you felt it? Yes. There's something more. There's been an awakening. Have you felt it? Yes. There's something more.
Thank you for stopping by Mind Drops, where my mind's drops get out. All right, here we go. Been playing this for a little while, but I don't know what I'm gonna. Oh, I totally want to do this, but this is the color scheme I'm going for. It's the first one I made or painted. So I might change a few things still. I might add some more black to the backpack and maybe change the gray that's there so you can see it better with the black. And I also might do a few highlights or something later on them. I don't know yet. But got the whole squad right here. Figure I'd just do blue first. Not really care too much where it goes. Just do a layer. I actually kind of like the way it looks, even without any highlights. So there might be a few things I want to change up on them, but I don't know. What I'm going to do though is these guys are going to be blue. The next ones are going to have a little bit of this cheap white added to them. I think it's the breachers because this is a strike team. I'm going to do the breacher team next, and that's going to have a little more of this white incorporated. But this guy here is like the lieutenant or commander or whatever. He's going to have a regular head with no armor. He's got the knife on the side, and he's going to have some of that white already added to him. But we're just going for the blue right now, and the gray is going to be on. I think I might make the gray a little bit more pronounced. I don't know, maybe. I'm trying not to mix any colors. I'm trying to use the colors that are in the bottles so I don't have to try to do any mixing later. But we'll see how this goes. What happened there? Am I not on that one? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I guess I'm going to go to this one. So I don't really know how to use this wet palette too good. I've used it testing. It worked really good for me to be able to long-term use it. Not have to finish all this stuff right away. But we're going to see how it goes. So I think I'm just going to work from one side over. I want to do the lieutenant guy last. I think that would be the best. And I figured I put these heads on these things so I could see my colors. Can kind of see the print dots a little bit, but I have to prime up some more. All right. I don't know how. I want to water it down quite a bit. All right. Still wish I would have grabbed something for the edge of this table. See if this will work. Yeah, that's probably work. What's up, boss? Trying to do some painting. Oh, that might just be a little too thin. Just a little too thin. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's go find my right position here. I'm not really gonna worry too much about this first coat, but it does look pretty clear on the camera. Oh yeah, I should put on some. Nah, not going to. So how does it, guys? Goes all the way around. Hard to see if it's actually clear. I guess I could see the delay. Oh, doesn't look too bad. I do have this like magnifying glass, like glass thing with some lights on it. That kind of helps a little bit. I'm not using it right now. Kind of like looking around at the character and seeing his stuff. I don't know, it's cool. I don't want the paint to get too thick, because I still want to get that shading in there. And I'm kind of thinking about, because I added this turquoise dot to the top of his little armor thing here. Thinking about doing the chest pieces in that turquoise color. Give them a little bit more of like a different look to their chest. But I don't want to put too much paint down in there, because the guy I put together before, I ended up having to drill some fresh plastic down there to kind of get the head to stick. Not to worry about the gun, because I'm going to make the gun blue anyway, so I just don't want to touch the arm part too much, because that brown color is pretty dark, and I want to keep the look of the cloth there. I still might add a little bit more gray to like the bottom part where the trigger is, like match the top, kind of like where I'm leaving it right now. I think that would be cooler. I'm gonna do that. Just see how it looks. To get them more painted. Oops. I think I made the grip blue. So yeah, I should that whole bottom receiver in gray part. But then it wouldn't contrast to his hand because I ended up doing his hand in gray too. So I think I'm just gonna paint over it. Yeah. Even just one layer with this stuff kind of thinned out on here. Looks pretty cool. So how did I do it? Is it tip blue? Yeah, tip was blue. So it's only gray from like that point right there. I did try to do like a black tip on the end, but I have these really tiny drill bits. I know it'd be hard to drill the end of that, but man, it'd be so cool to have a hole on the end there. Maybe just because I put holes in some of the other guns. I really don't know a whole lot about Warhammer, so it's more just something for fun. I'm gonna do an orc army too, at some point, but not really pushing it yet. By the hand. I think I'll still do another coat over everything though. Okay, so how do I want to do this gun? It doesn't look like. Does it have a holster on it, or is it just? I think we're gonna do this. It's gonna be same with that part there. I kind of still want to do most of the backpack and then just go over parts of it in black. That's what we're gonna do here. Yeah. Touch up any parts later. Just to kind of make it carry on for the first coat here. I think I did the tops of the other one. I mean, even like that, you're already starting to look cool. A little grimy. Okay, so what do I do with him? So on his backpack, yeah, it's all just I just did it all in blue, so it really doesn't matter what I do right now. Do that in blue too, and can't remember if I made the. Yeah, I did make the gun clips in a gray. I want to keep up with that. Make this little strap. Bottom of the clips, I think I put them blue too. Just to make them look like something was there, you know. And up here in the armor, I can still see that. So we're gonna get that part in blue. At least so we can see. I did do like a gray belt around him, I think. Yeah, I like graded up. Oh, I actually didn't. So it don't really matter. Keep that dark. Right. Okay, so I think that's blue. That's blue. Oh, there's another knee. I actually really like these brushes. Brushes work pretty good. All right, so that's the first coat on that one guy. Not too worried about. Not too much worried about it. Like, actually, pretty close to the same color with one coat. So we're just gonna let this one dry and go on to the next. The more I get closer to having them done, the better it is. What's up, man? Thanks. I got one guy started, and that was like 20 minutes to do the blue. Well, getting started and the first coat of blue. Oh, you guys are on Discord? Yeah, yeah. I would go in there, but it would mess up my like chat thing because I'm not going through my headset. You know, I kind of thought about that too, having just hooking up my headset instead and using it, but I got tired of wearing it when I would be streaming before. This gets kind of old. I don't know how I have to set it up to work that way either. If I'd have to go through OBS or just go separate and mute it out. Just a little bit more water. More, more paint than I want on it. I don't want to contaminate that. Say it. That's great. Oh, I bumped it. That'll happen. Yeah, I just don't have the headphones hooked up in here and on the stream thing, streamcast. I'm using a phantom microphone on a boom mic stand. Plus, sometimes after you have headphones on for like 2 or 3 hours, kind of like bothers your ears. Oh, and I'm also listening to. Well, yeah, it depends on how headphones are comfortable. It's just I just get tired of wearing them. All the years of playing around with music and having headphones on and stuff. And I'm listening to music I can't have streaming right now on Pandora. And I'm far enough away so that the music can't be heard on my stream. So just enough so I can listen to my own music and still do this. And I mean, I could turn something on in here, but oh, I guess I could do that side part too. It's a little flat piece here. Yeah, yeah, randomly comes up. Yeah, I don't. Especially considering I'm not listening to it. Yeah, we don't want that to happen this time. Thanks for reminding me about that. Trying to keep that trauma away. Butt song. Guess my eyesight hasn't gotten too bad yet. Yeah, sorry about that. I know you guys are a little fragile. At least you guys experienced it together. It's the same gun I just painted. It's not too bad. A little bit too much paint in this brush. Like in the actual brush. I got that magic brush cleaner though, so I'm not too worried about it. I think this is the first layer. Even it out later. So even just like one coating on it looks pretty cool. Like already. I guess just adding color to the figures probably kind of gives it a little bit more to look at than the gray. Just a little bit more. Yeah, I definitely couldn't stream this song on here. Tool. It's like swearing and stuff. Not too worried about this layer, but man, that guy already looks cool. I don't know if I want to do another layer on some of these. Because I want them to kind of look like they're a little bit grimed up, you know? Okay, so that's a different gun, so. And he's also got a holster on his pistol. The other guy didn't have a holster on his pistol, so I'm gonna try to match it, so I'm gonna put the top of it blue still. Top of the gun up here. And then the holster also. I think this is the one I painted already. Yeah, I painted this one blue already. You can see the like tint in it. This was one of the trial ones I did first. I wanted to see what kind of blue I wanted to use. And then I just painted over it. So I don't know exactly how I want them to look first. I was kind of thinking about just airbrushing them and then touching up the colors that I need to have the other colors too, you know. But I had already started it with the setting it up for this. I wasn't too worried about it. Blue, and I think I want to do the bottom of the gun here in gray. Maybe even the whole bottom. Maybe not this round piece, just to kind of like accent it off. Just to have that little bit of a difference. On the bottom of the gun will be gray. Across this whole part. Right up to where his fingers are again. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, so I wanted to do something gray on top too. Maybe just the. Let me see what one of the other ones look like. Okay, so it's the whole tip is gray. Whereas now we're just gonna do the whole thing blue and just the bottom gray for that gun. This is all gonna be blue. Oh yeah. You can see how the paint kind of took out some of the detail. So, looking pretty cool so far. I almost think putting that turquoise in there would be a bad idea. It's hard to get into that spot. I think maybe if I would have made them with the arms off. But these guys are so little, it's like... And I'm not no competition or anything. This is just painting for fun. So many good songs come up on this Pandora. I have it on random. It's hard to get up in some of these spots. These guys weren't trimmed very good either. They're kind of rough. It's like one of the first groups I made or built or whatever. So I didn't clean them up as good as they could have been. So just kind of touching up a few little spots. This will be the first group of 3 bodies done. It's blue, or not done, started, or whatever you want to call it. Guess I could probably do the heads too on it. I'm just gonna do them all in blue right away and then touch them up with whatever. Actually, I'm not gonna do the underneath because I did that with the other color before. I kind of liked how it turned out. So let's try to keep that a little thin. Or none on it. Do it again. All right. I got to do another coat on this guy, or maybe just thicken it up a little bit more because it's kind of went pretty thin. Yeah. Plan on doing another layer anyway, so coating straight back. Keep on bumping it. I move the camera to a different spot and still kind of getting used to where it's at. All right. Those are all just quick coats anyways. Let's just do this other guy's head really quick too. I'm already in the middle of doing heads. Big white spot too on his helmet. Hoping I was gonna hide it. It actually kind of did. All right, that's number 4 now. Well, technically number 5, but number 4 for the blue start. Oh, wait. Why am I doing that with my fingers? That's from holding them heads. Try to get up in there below that shield. But not that bad, I guess. Top of the gun again. Trying to have them be a little bit cohesive to each other. So we'll just do this right now. Instead of skirting around it. I almost just want to keep the packs blue and then add the gray to them like I did the other one. Not change it up too much. Kind of like how they look. The blue and blue. Especially once I get the right mixture going. I can see all the gray spots and everything. It's like this guy could get the turquoise on it. You can see it, and it looked pretty cool. At least I think it would. I mean, it kind of is tedious, but it's not. It's something to do. I actually don't mind painting these guys because it's like an assembly line. Painting the D&D figures, man, it's like, oh, one color, one color, one color. Oh, one more color. But I guess if you're painting like an army or a big group, elves or dwarves or something, then it's fine. But I haven't done that yet. I kind of did it with the goblins, but we ended up leaving the goblins, so I didn't want to put any more time into them. Which I should have just did anyways, just to have them painted. Oop. But just trying to chill and do this, you know. Don't know what else to do tonight. Don't really want to play a game. I mean, I do, but I don't. Oh. There's anything else that needs to be blue on him before I go on to the next guy? Oh, underneath here. It's like one rifle to two plasma rifles or something like that. Give him a lick. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of chilling, you know. Kind of focus on painting. Don't really have a whole lot to say. Unless I see you say something over there, and then I kind of relaxing. Not at Yeah, and not being at work is nice. Now I can kind of see some of the mold lines more that I think I might try to clean up when I do the orcs. Like right here, this like line. Can see that. Right here. See that too. I'm not really gonna worry about it though. I really don't care. As long as they're not too bad. And it's like I'm not doing this for a competition or anything, you know? That's how I'm look cool on my shelf. And then when I play with them. So that one I can see the little insignia too. So this one I'm definitely gonna try to paint that turquoise in them. But I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure how it'll turn out. Try to thin that one out a little bit more. Just to see how much different it looks. I guess that's the other thing cool too, is when you're doing like multiple figures like this, you can kind of get like a feel for what the paint will do as you're going on. Or when you're just doing like one guy. Well, I guess after a while you get used to how to thin out your paints right, but I'm still learning here. Oh, he's got pouches too. Okay, cool. And like I don't want to lose some of the shadowing that I made, you know? By not thinning it out enough. I don't even know really how to play yet, so it's all gonna be a learning thing once I start playing. I was looking in the core book some and watched a couple things, but it's not the same as playing it. See now this one all thinned out where it looks all darker and stuff. Looks way cooler. Looks grimy. Bottom of the gun's gonna be gray. Yeah, I think it'll look cool once they're all painted and have them all like on a table together. Yeah. And you can see the different kinds of units that you have by their like color schemes. Oh, I painted over the gray spot, but that's okay. And then you can get used to what the units are from your colors. You know, it'd be easier to remember what they do. Yeah, I still definitely think like that looks all right, and I guess they all kind of still have that darker, dingier look. I think it's better. I don't know. I'll probably still end up doing another coat over it just because. Oh, okay, that's cool. Cool, you got your PC set up. Hope you like it. Well, the price, you know. Did you get everything you wanted? What's going to be the first game you play on it? Or are you already playing something on it? This one's darker. Oh, really? It's actually a pretty fun game. Game looks pretty good. I have that, but I uninstalled it a while ago. I think I got it from like Epic Store or something. But I also bought it on Xbox, so that was kind of cool that they gave it to me on Epic or whatever, so I could try it on a PC and not have to pay for it. The chaos of that game is the same reason why I like Battlefield. It always seems like there's a lot going on. One more guy right here. I was never the greatest on it though. Keep on adding too much paint to my brush. Keep on seeing that too. Start at the bottom, work my way up. So many good songs on Pandora that I cannot listen to on streaming. It's crazy. Yeah, so these guys are gonna be pretty cool, I think. The blue. Even though they're not normally blue, they're normally with red. Red and white. but I really don't care. It's my army. Was it gonna, how do I do the other ones? Okay, the whole bottom. The whole bottom by the. And 100 tons of sand. Definitely starting to look cool. That's 6 down. It's almost like I need some more coffee. Plot to cool. Get some more paint. Okay, next guy. Figure since I'm going to be doing black over that other part, I'm not really too worried about how much I cover it up, because it's just going to get covered up with a dark color anyways. And it'll be nice and dry when it gets to it, so. So I like to have it, looks like a little bit on the thin side, just to keep that shading effect. I mean, I'll probably end up going over them again, but maybe with a really thin layer. I don't know. I don't want to lose some of that shadowing. hard to totally keep going with the same style. But I want to at least, I guess the whole group should kind of match with the group. Oh, I did it again. I wish when I bumped it, it would just go right back. It's like a little bit too close. Top of the gun still gonna be blue, and the other one's gonna be gray. I do like these brushes though. Kabinski or something like that. They're nice. They're a lot better than the other brushes I have. Paint flows pretty good off of them. Oh, I did it again. Not gonna be blue all the way down. Get excited because I just want to finish the top of it. I realize that it's not going to paint it all the way down there like that. At least it's the first coat. Isn't like there's a bunch of gray on it already. Yeah. So yeah, I should probably put some music on or something in my stream. Probably make it a little bit better. Or maybe set up my Discord so I can use it while I'm streaming. Maybe that's what I'll do. So I have one already set up. Oh, why am I not using that thing again? Feel my hand cramping up, and then I realized I hadn't been using this thing to hold it. That's that one. This guy is hard to hold on to. All right. Now I'm down to last two. Oh, this one's going to be pretty easy. Camera moved again. That's all right. It's a new position. I'm not used to it being like right in front of my face because it's not a good spot for it. I mean, it is for the recording aspect and streaming, but I don't think it is for me to not bump it. So I just got to get used to it and figure out where's the best spot. I'm guessing it's probably going to take me like 2 or 3 sessions to actually finish one squad of these guys. It's already 5, yeah. Okay, so this one's all blue. Except for the bottom of the front. I can just paint over that one part with this thin blue. It's not really going to matter. That little insignia. Try not to go over it, but I like what it looks like with that dingier blue. Not too full. This guy's going to be the captain guy, so I'm not going to paint his arm shield on that side. And the gun is only going to be the top of it right here. It's going to be blue. Because that was what I decided with the other ones. Oh. Down to just need it to have it the right angle. I mean, some of this blue looks a little thin on it, but then when I see what the guy looks like from a distance, it looks pretty cool. So it's hard to say what I want to do about the second layer. Just trying to get it all covered so that I got a good look at what it looks like before I actually decide. I think I was gonna put the blue on the guy, but like the flag on his sword, the red color or a red color. Thought that would be kind of neat. Because that would kind of be like the red still, like his blade. He's part of that group still, but kind of create your own little story for the guy almost. Makes him a little bit cooler. Okay, so this gun was the trigger area, but the stock wasn't. So we're gonna paint the stock. Oh, this one's got a scope on it too. I didn't notice that compared to the other ones. Almost done with this guy. This whole session one. Yeah, I want it to be pretty wet so that the black shows through on his under armor here. But I don't want it to be that thin, you know, so you can't really see it. All right, so and this guy here I think I'm just gonna do his little thing on his ear and the band in this blue color. I use a different color to do his skin tone so I can match it with the other guys that are gonna be showing their skin like him. The rest of that's gonna be the dark color of his body or whatever, or underneath, dark color that's underneath the for the underclothes. And this is just gonna be blue. And then I'll add gray to it. Later on, I'll add the gray to the ends. I hope that actually I'm gonna do the whole back in the blue here. Down to the little round things. Oh, my neck is getting sore here a little bit. But at least they're getting more finished. I wish I would have glued these to these things instead of using putty. This putty doesn't work as I was hoping it was going to. It was like the first idea I thought before I realized I just gotta glue everything and use a glue that can just peel off. So live and learn. I think I might do the end of the rockets in like a yellow or something, just to have them stick out a little bit more. Oh, this bottom really sucks. Yep, definitely going to be gluing the parts together onto toothpicks again instead of trying to wing it with poster putty. Maybe if I wasn't really going to be holding on to it, I'd be fine, but oh. Probably not even in front of the camera. Yeah. Getting the blue on it. Just need it. All right. So I think I'm gonna set this one aside. I don't think I'll be able to paint anymore. It's sticking to my fingers. It's really gross. All right. Take that one. There is a magnet inside of those. That was my first trial at the magnetizing. Is on these things. It seemed to work out alright for a first try. Still want to go in that little compartment there. It's a lot better. There we go. The gray in the front. Now, the guy that just fell, put him on here. Come on now. I don't want to get the bigger one because it's just ridiculous. All right. So I think I want to do gray on the edge. Gray on the edge, blue. Yeah. Those little lips are going to be the spots that are going to be gray. And this front top piece is going to be gray here. Or blue, I mean. This is still just going to be the first layer. I think I'm going to end up doing 2 layers. Kind of want the paint to be pretty even. I think if I don't do 2 layers on everything, it's not going to be very even. But in all honesty, I probably have to just see what it looks like when I get more of it done. Once the paint dries a little. Paint always looks a little different once it dries. Try not to put it too thick either. Definitely gonna have to do 2 layers of this on here for sure. Who knows? Maybe it'll look good once it dries. I think I'm gonna do those legs in gray too, just because I think it'll break it up a little bit. We're not gonna worry about getting too close to them because they'll get dry and get painted over and it won't be an issue. Man, cramps up your hands though a little bit. Doing so many in a row. Not really the miniature size. It's just holding on to them. Actually, for one coat, that actually doesn't look too bad for the majority of it. A couple spots could be a little thicker paint on it, but got a little bit of that dirty look still. Put this one aside. Grab one of these. These ones don't have a base, so I thought that there was like a extra one somewhere. It's in here. No. No extra ones. So I gotta do something really quick here. So I gotta hold it like this. And I think I want to do pretty much the same gray around the outside. That's what it'll end up being. But I'm not going to worry too much about going over it, because the gray is going to be what's more important once I get to that. At least I feel like it will be. And then another drop. There we go, much better. I mean, I don't want to paint too much over the edges. I want to try to let it be as good as I can from not overlapping too much, but if it does, I'm not really too gonna be too upset over it. And this is still just the first coat. I want to touch it up afterwards and get it to be a little bit more where I want it to be for how much paint's on it. I don't know if I should wait for the whole layer to dry all the way before I actually... Oh, I think I got way too much. Yeah, a little bit too much on it this time. Either way, they're starting to look way cooler once they got some paint on them. Yeah, way cooler. I know I don't really got worried too much about going over it, but trying to make sure my hands are steady enough. Seem to be going all right. It'd probably be way easier to use the airbrush. I think I might use the airbrush next time. I don't know yet. I don't know. I kind of like doing the painting though, so I don't know. But I guess as I'm painting them, I get to get used to what the figures look like a little bit more. And Yeah, man, it's tough. I'm surprised how good my eyesight is right now without using the magnifying glasses. I was amazing at coloring books. Kind of want to keep the underside of it dark up in there. I don't know if maybe I should just kind of like slightly hit the edges of this. Or it's a little bit white. Yeah, I think that looks cool. And then we'll do the bottom part down here. I'm gonna make that inside of that thing like glow with the same color that their blue with the inside of his eye thing is. I think I'll do that inside of this part right here. Yeah, I think that will have to have that. And I think I want to do those shafts there in gray, so we're gonna leave them. Another good song I can't play. Streaming. Ah. It's off the screen. Oh, I feel before me passing. Trying to keep some of the shading down in there still. Have a little thinner. I don't feel. I think that's got the effect of it being shaded but blue still. Looks pretty cool. Okay, so a little bit blue under it. I think I can do the front up here a little bit more too. Alright, so that one's done. Well, this one's got 2 guns on it. I remember the bottom of these guns had one to do gray on them. I think we're going to do the guns first. Or up just a little bit. Just a little bit more of my elbows on here. Alright, because they got 2 going to be bronze things. So we're just going to go really light. Both sides of the gun. I'm just going to cover the whole thing. Just get that blue on it. That blue is just a little bit too thin. A little better. The back of the guns. So this is going to be a little over 2 hours so far. Yeah, I still want them to be a little bit dingy and dirty. I don't want them to be like pristine. Kind of why I did the flap chop or whatever it's called. That works for the gun, D&D figures, so. It's actually right here's the center. Oh, I must have bumped it. Definitely, they look way better when they get some color to them. instead of just seeing them in that filled plastic gray. And this will get a good chunk of my stuff painted. Well, not good chunk, but it'll give me a good start. I see how long it's going to take me at least. It'll take me a while. Especially if I don't want to rush it. Make them look good. Nobody wants to focus back there. All right, I'm just going to look at this one first guy I did. Add a little paint to here. Just kind of want to see how much he'll look different if I touch him up some more. Or if I really want to. There's a fear. Look, I don't even really want to touch them up anymore. I like how they turned out, even though it's a little bit thin in some spots. I don't know, I like the way they look. Almost think I'm just gonna not do another coat and leave the imperfections on them. I just think they look way cooler. Like now I got I mean the first one when I did it, like once the other color gets on it, the brown for his pants and his undershirt and the gray, and maybe some highlights on edges or something on the top edges things maybe. But I don't really think it needs to be too much darker in the blue, because I think then you kind of lose some of these edges that already look cool. You know? Maybe not if it's not too much of the edges are painted away, you know? Then it won't be too bad, but I want to get rid of too much of the dark color and just have like a flat blue, you know? I think that this thing again. See how that went on there. Touches up in a couple spots. Coast. I just kind of wanted to have a little bit cleaner look on this stationary guy. And kind of just doing a little trial on what it looks like to touch up this guy too. Probably people out there seeing how I'm doing this and they're like, you're doing it wrong. I really don't think there's a wrong way when you're learning how to do something. First time using these paints on a flat surface too. It's kind of different. Yeah, really been thinning it out quite a bit too. Still see some bubbles in it or whatnot. This guy just needed to dry a little longer before I painted it again. Got a cat behind me climbing on something. Probably the table, and it's not supposed to be up there. I think this is where I started. Yeah. Huh, that's looking pretty cool. Even with it not totally dry yet. The flatness looks really awesome. All right, well, that's the blue. I don't think I want to touch up too much of these other guys, since I know that the blue color is just the basic blue. I don't have to worry about when I do the other colors mixing anything or any of that, you know? So pretty excited about that part of it. I don't care if they don't match any lore. Still cool. All right. So I am pleased with these guys. I don't think I want to do too much more. Even this guy here is going to have the white shoulder. I don't really want to. Maybe I could do like a little bit in here. But I think that that's what they're going to look like. I only used one brush today. Kind of didn't really take care of it very good. I gotta be a little bit more caring about how I use my brushes. It's probably gonna be great anyways. All right, so this was episode 1. Ended up being 240, which is a good time, I guess. Usually about 2 hours to 3 hours. Move the camera. Still gotta get used to it. I think I might want to raise it up just a little bit. Maybe like right here. And then it might be a better position. I don't know. It's hard to judge where you really want to have the camera. And still have a clear picture. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with what they're turning out like. They're definitely gonna be a good start to my army. Airbrushing would be a lot faster, I think, but being more intricate, I think, is a little bit better, especially when it's like some smaller stuff I gotta do. The gray stuff is gonna be a little bit tougher. I almost want to use a different color gray. That's it. Maybe I could use the gunmetal maybe instead, so it has like a little bit of a shine to it or something. Maybe that would be cooler for the gun. Maybe for all those gray parts. Maybe I'll contemplate that. That's it. where it's comfortable to paint. It's always pretty comfortable to paint. It's just a matter of having it organized right. Just picking out what colors I want to use. Since I'm like using my own scheme, I think is the hardest part. Franciso. You have seen you before. Thank you. Oh, yeah. It's got a gimbal, so it can like move. So I'm still kind of figuring out. I mean, like exactly the position that my hands are comfortable. You know, still kind of new to this whole camera, this new camera. I don't want it way down here because then I feel like I'm looking down at my neck. My neck gets crinked up. I don't want it too far up. This is where I had it. It seems to be comfortable, but sometimes I end up drifting my hands down here where I almost think one of these other settings I set up might be better. I mean, I could move it around still and, figure out where I like it. Because, like, this position is probably the most comfortable. Yeah, the top down's all right, but I feel like the top down when I'm doing certain things, because that's what this one would be. Oh, wait, this one right here. Sorry. Would be more the top down, and then when I'm painting something this way, I feel like I have to hold it like this, and then I can't see the top. But if I do it on a little bit of an angle, or it's more like this, I can kind of have that perspective of it tilted, and still get the top when I want to be able to get the angles. I guess it's all just perspective and how I feel comfortable with it. Like dude said. But thanks for coming by and watching, everybody that's been here. I appreciate it. This is my number one of this. Gonna definitely be doing another one probably tonight. I'm hoping that this will only take two, maybe only two. But thanks again for stopping by. Mind drops. Thank you for stopping by Mind Drops. Where my mind's drops, get out.